to another episode of DOX'N REALITY. And of course, I'm your host, Mr. Paradox. Now, I wanted to try and capture this lightning in a bottle, this thought before I forget it. At what point can you consider yourself intelligent, a free thinker, or something of that sort? That's just one of those things that just hit me just now. I'm listening to other people, just run their mouths and all this shit, thinking that they are God's gift to intelligence or some shit like that. And it's like, nigga, if only you knew how. It's like the more arrogant the person, the lesser their intelligence becomes. At least in my eyes, anyway. If you feel the same way, then I guess we're on the same wavelength and whatnot. But a wise man knows that he doesn't know shit. That's kind of an oxymoron, so I'll say that again. A wise man knows that he does not know shit. You can have all the information in the world and whatnot, but then somebody can always bring up some shit that you don't know, that you didn't know that you didn't know. You need to be aware there are things that you know you don't know, and it's kind of like that Boondocks episode. What I'm saying is there are known knowns, there are known unknowns, and there are unknown unknowns. Things that we don't know that we don't know. That is a real thing. So start thinking about, what do I know that I don't know? For one, I know that I don't understand a lick of fucking calculus. And there are very few people in this world who actually take that shit serious enough to go into shit like theoretical mathematics, theorems and all that. But what I do need to do, I need to learn to understand calculus. And after I get that, I'm gonna find another problem that I don't know. And what's that? That may lead to the realm of something called chaos theory. I'm guessing that's something that a lot of people don't know about. What the fuck is chaos theory? I didn't even know I don't know that. And that's just the thing. You start learning things, and you start finding out a whole bunch of other shit that you didn't know, and that leads to a whole bunch of other shit you don't know, and that leads to greatly expanding how you think, so that way you're not stuck in the same subjects every day. Like, let's say for instance, you talk about the job while you're at the job. You talk about the food, and whatnot while you're eating. You talk about maybe the weather. You talk about your sports. You talk about women. You talk about sex. You talk about music, entertainment, things of that nature. The same basic shit. But nobody talks about what's the word I would use for this? Abstract subjects. Why does nobody speak in realms that are just outside of the norm? And people, for the most part, are not ready to take that step outside of there. And it just needs to be asked, why? In school, honestly, what do you remember from school besides the absolute basic shit that you probably still retain to this day? Besides that, what other shit did you learn? Sure, you learned a little bit of history, written by the victors and all that, and probably a very watered down history. They do not tell you the very true history behind shit like the Federal Reserve, behind the mass slaughter of Native Americans. I can't even say Indians because they're not Indian, they natives. They don't tell you that motherfucking Columbus didn't discover shit. He just stumbled upon. I wouldn't even say stumbled upon, because in order to take all the currents and do all that navigation, they had to found that shit from somewhere. I'm pretty sure they knew exactly what was over here beforehand, but they're not gonna tell you that, because if they did that, then it's not a noble quest of discovery. It becomes a invasion. How a few simple things can change around the whole story. Let's see. What I'm just saying is we just need to think about how we learn shit and why we learn shit. Like the way they try to teach us in school, they abstracted that shit to death. Like they abstracted shit in such a way that you lost all interest. Like Sally has 2 apples and she did such and such. How many apples does she have left? And you're thinking, I don't give a fuck. Why do I give a fuck about this? Is not a scenario that I'm gonna use. If anything, I'm just gonna add it up. Like I got 10 apples, I gave the bitch 1, so now I got 9 left. That's basic, like shit like that. But with the algebra shit, you're thinking like when am I gonna use this? I guess maybe basic algebra here and there, but still you find yourself using the basic shit, the basic of elementary shit every day, not the advanced shit. Like chemistry, they taught that shit in such a way, like we didn't even. The only thing we did was just do worksheets and read and barely read through the book. I slept all through chemistry. That shit was so fucking boring. Biology, we didn't even get to dissect frogs and none of that shit, so no interest. Electricity, and read out a book. And it's like, bro, how the fuck am I supposed to learn if all we doing is fucking reading? Like, sure, you get the concept, but you learn by reading and doing. Like, if chemistry was fun, like you actually got to mix the chemicals and actually witness some, like, oh shit, this shit is like, okay. You almost died, but hey, I'm interested now. Now I know everything has to be precise. Without shit like that, the element of danger, failure, actual failure, and learning from that failure, you're not gonna learn shit. Man, I just say all that to say that they killed our desire to think outside of these very few boxes in which they've left us. And it's up to us, like on a mass scale, to like break that box and start thinking about other shit. Because they're doing all the thinking for us with all this technology coming out. I'm pretty sure y'all have been in stores and bought a whole bunch of products and start thinking, you know what, if only they had this, or if only somebody would invent this. Well, if you start thinking along the lines of how to actually apply that shit and start learning it and trying to actually use it, that's when you start, oh, so if I did take this is Ohm's law, applied it to this, using this and Kirchhoff's and okay, that's how it's possible. Okay, now I just need to gather the materials to make this project. Oh, in order to make it fit into a product that I would find stylistically, aesthetically pleasing, let me learn how to do a bit of metalwork or polymer work. How to make the plastic, the materials, and all that. Oh, let me learn a little bit of chemistry to learn why I shouldn't put a formaldehyde in this shit, or why I should put atrazine in this. Things like that. But that's just me thinking aloud. So, and leave a like, leave a comment, and share the video, and please engage with the video if you like what you're hearing. But yeah, make sure y'all tune in for more episodes of DOX'N REALITY. Oh, and on another note, I've taken a little bit of a break from the episodes with the numbers and whatnot, because fuck shit gonna be fuck shit. I mean, you can talk about that shit every goddamn day. It'll get boring. So just giving y'all something to think about. Yes, I know those videos are slightly entertaining and whatnot. I do my best to make them humorous, but just trying to get y'all to think in between meals. Can't always have dessert, but yeah, that's all I got time for in this episode. I just wanted to get that out though. So, Mr. Paradox over and out.